Hey everyone, what's up? How are ya? Hope you're fine. My name is Anya. It's time for some creepy videos again, so yeah, let's go.
A mother hides a camera inside her daughter's bedroom and ends up capturing something pretty creepy. Now the video itself comes from Leo Lourdes, the mother in question, who recently moved into a new home with her small daughter. Ever since moving in, she's noticed that her daughter has been talking to an imaginary friend. Although it's normal for young children to have make-believe friends, there's something about this imaginary friend that doesn't sit well with Leo.
Hey, so we are just moving in. I'm literally, it's such a mess. I'm sorry, but we're moving into this old house. And my daughter has been talking to an imaginary friend, except for it feels really real. Obviously, it's an imaginary friend, but it's been weirding me out. And I'm wondering if something is triggering it or why it's happening. So I put this camera down and I'm just gonna let it run and we'll see.
Curious as to what goes on inside her daughter's bedroom when she's not around, Leo places a camera on a stand and lets her record 24/7. At first, nothing strange is captured, but then one night, after having dinner, Leo's daughter goes to her bedroom and plays with her so-called imaginary friend. What happens next is beyond strange. This is what was captured.
Hey guys, this is what the camera picked up, captured, whatever, a couple nights ago. And I'm freaked out. I really don't know what to make of this.
And so it's beautiful and funny.
What?
What do you was doing? Do you want to play? Do you want to? Do you want to sleep?
I can't understand what she's saying.
You want to?
Oh god, never mind. Oh god. Somebody put some oil on the hinges of that door. It sounds as if someone's touching the microphone. Or kind of like going like that. I have a microphone up here. That girl is not... I mean, the door... So is she creeped out now by the
Somehow, the
that's
door
reason why
opens on
she's
its
leaving?
own. Seeming confused and scared, Leo's daughter
Okay.
carefully walks out of the room. But, as if that wasn't strange enough, if you listen closely to the video's audio, you can hear what sounds like a deep, rumbling noise coming out of nowhere. It happens right as the door opens by itself.
No, it also sounds like rain on a surface. Or water boiling, or...
Because of this, Leo can't help but think that whatever had opened the door was making this noise. But to her, it seems that her daughter's imaginary friend might have something to do with this. She has yet to figure out what exactly occurred that night. But for now, the question remains, was something paranormal actually caught? Or could something else explain this?
Honestly, I have no clue. I mean, I don't think from the voice of the mom, she doesn't sound like she's doing anything here to gain attention. I mean, I don't think she sounds serious, you know. She doesn't sound like she's trying to, like she's playing tricks on her kid to, oh, look at, you know, I have a scary video. She doesn't sound like that. I mean, she herself says she's creeped out. And sure, I mean, maybe that door just opened because it wasn't shut properly, or there's a draft, or whatever. The usual explanations. And but that kid was so disturbed on such a weird level. I don't know, that kind of got to me. So that's why I'm not screaming the usual fake here. And she was so quiet at first, so I thought, is she's not upset or anything? But then it's, oh, I don't know. This is a weird one. I don't know what to say about this one. This is kind of creepy. Oh my god, that poor family. I mean, they just moved there. They can't just move out again. Oh.
It was during a live news report that something very unnerving was caught on camera. On September 19th of 2017, a massive earthquake had struck the center of Mexico, claiming the lives of 369 people and destroying dozens of buildings. This earthquake was so intense that many country residents are still, to this day, haunted by this terrible incident. But there's one disturbing event that occurred during this earthquake that stands out the most in many people's minds: the destruction of a private school for preschoolers and secondary students. Nearby residents fled to the scene after learning that students were trapped underneath the rubble of the building. Sadly enough, it is said that during the search and rescue, they could hear the muffled sounds of screaming children underneath the rubble. Some did not survive the impact of the wreckage. This was truly a tragic day for the parents of these children. Nevertheless, a horde of news stations arrived on the scene to broadcast live footage of this horrifying incident. But one particular news station had caught something very unusual. Viewers of the broadcast noticed it and immediately began to record their screens. What was captured has left many people unsettled. Be sure to look closely at the large crack in this wall, as you might miss it the first time. This is what was captured.
Hacer este túnel, y en la parte de arriba lo están tratando de hacer desde el techo de este, digamos, como balcón. Hay socorristas tanto de la Cruz Roja como del Ejército Mexicano y del Plan Marina que están pues con los planos del edificio en mano, y continúan la versión de que están muy cerca de lo que era el área de cocina y el área del comedor. Eso es lo que tenemos información.
Could that be a person? But then why didn't nobody?
Within the wall's crevice, a small, palish-looking figure can be seen gazing at the rescuers surrounding the building. Even more chilling is that its face resembles that of a child's.
I don't
Yet,
see
there's
any
something
face
eerie
there.
about
I mean, from the height, it could be a child. I don't see a face there. It's just blur. But there's people. There are people standing right there. So if there had been something really visible, wouldn't they have seen that? They're standing more or less right in front of it.
this supposed child. They stand completely still throughout the entire broadcast. It's almost as though they're not alive. And what's even
maybe that's it. Maybe something in there kind of fell over and landed in that crack, or in front of that crack wall, and just looks like a kid standing there. Because I'm pretty sure those people, they would have seen it, and they would have immediately ran there to help it if it was a kid.
more strange is that at first nothing appears in the crack, but then later a childlike face is seen.
Here, I mean,
For this reason, among others, many believe that this may have been the ghost of a child who was trapped underneath the rubble, but sadly passed away. But as always, what do you think? Had the spirit of a child trapped in the wreckage appear on camera? Or was something else seen? There has yet to be a clear answer as to what was caught in the footage, but for now, this video remains a mystery. There's a small musician on YouTube by the name of Axel Loza who usually uploads videos that showcase his musical talents. From videos that show what happens behind the scenes for a music video, to random clips of him playing music, there's no shortage of videos that display his musical skills.
It's these bubbly
However,
sounds again.
out of all videos posted online, one video has left viewers totally spooked. The video in question is strange, as it doesn't involve anything related to music like most of Axel's videos. Instead, it starts off with Axel's brothers waking up in the dead of night and staring off into the distance. Immediately, we can tell that there's something off about this video. Axel explains that he and his brothers had woken up after hearing strange noises coming from the closet. They were staring at it when suddenly, after looking closely, they saw something that left them completely shook. This is what they saw.
Aquí están mis hermanos. Y desde hace rato se quieren dormir, pero están viendo la misma cara que yo. Y es lo que me temía. La verdad es lo que me temía y no sé qué hacer. No se pueden dormir. Ni vean
Yeah,
aquí
I've
está,
seen
pero
that
cuando
one.
yo trato de abrir, no hay nada. No hay absolutamente nada.
That is weird.
Behind the closet's window pane, a ghostly face can be seen. But when Axel heads over to open the closet, he finds no one inside. It quickly disappears as soon as Axel opens the door. The camera pans around all over the closet, showing no possible hiding spots for the supposed person inside.
Could it have been some kind of reflection? I mean, wait, what did he say earlier? They woke up from sounds in the closet. Okay, yeah, never mind. Because I just thought it just slipped my mind. I was just thinking, how did they wake up if they were sleeping out and it's dark in that room? Like, how did they wake up to see a face? But right, he said something about sounds in the closet, and then there was the face.
Now, of course, it could be that Axel is just a really good video editor and had cut the video to pull this off. But slowing down the footage where the cut or edit could have been made seems to show no signs of editing. So then, if this is genuine footage of something paranormal, what exactly was caught on camera? Like most videos, it seems we may never know, as no further information has been given.
I don't know. That's always the thing with the no further information was given. That always, yeah, you know. If there's somebody who really had something weird happen, he gives all the information he can, and he usually asks, like, people, tell me what you think, what do you need to know, I'll tell you everything because I want to know what happened here. So maybe that was just a way of, yeah, again, getting people to talk about him and come see his channel.
This next video comes from a security officer who, while being on duty, caught something pretty spooky on camera.
That was such a weird video.
Eric Campbell of Tampa, Florida works for a company that owns a tall building at an undisclosed location. The building itself is believed to be haunted, as those who've worked there have reported paranormal encounters. Now, Eric himself doesn't believe in the paranormal, but after what happened one night while working the night shift at this place, he might just be a believer. Eric and another security officer are patrolling around the premises of the building when all of a sudden, Eric spots what looks to be a person inside the edifice. Alerted by the trespasser, Eric's colleague heads inside to interrogate the person. Meanwhile, Eric stays outside to make sure the intruder doesn't escape. Little did they know, they would encounter something they weren't trained for. Eric is talking to his partner through a walkie-talkie as he watches the trespasser.
Can you see this thing?
Yeah, it's still there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still there.
Okay. What's happening with the lights? Because I'm looking
The lights
down
are-
the hallway, and I can't see, like, I literally see nothing.
The lights are off right now. Oh, it just moved. It just moved. It just moved. It just moved.
I just heard a weird noise. Please don't tell me that as you said that.
Dude, it just moved.
Without warning, the trespasser just disappears, leaving Eric in total shock. It was at this point that he realized this wasn't a trespasser, but instead, something else. Ever since that night, Eric has been having trouble understanding what he saw. To this day, neither he nor his partner have any idea as to who or what was inside the building.
Wasn't there
If you
stuff
caught something
thrown
creepy on
around
camera,
as well?
or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. As with most videos found online, this next one has little to no information. It is still nonetheless very strange. Although its original source is unknown, a viewer of the video comments that it came from someone who's been dealing with unusual occurrences at home. They placed a camera inside their bedroom to capture the strange events that often happen inside. It appears to be late at night when the following happens. Watch.
Is the blanket gonna get pulled off? Or, oh, okay. Oh, we had that one. Okay, we had that one. That is very... yeah, weird.
The man is suddenly lifted off the bed as though something is pulling him upwards from his feet. In a panic frenzy, the man scoots all the way over to
That
the...
is kind of hard to fake unless you have someone pull you up by the feet. I mean, he couldn't even do that himself if he wanted to, unless he's really strong. But try doing it. Try doing a handstand on a mattress. That's really hard.
The man is suddenly lifted off the bed as though something is pulling him upwards from his feet.
He's not even...
In a panic frenzy, the man scoots all the way over to the other end of the bed, seemingly trying to make sense of what just happened. The video then cuts to black. The lack of a backstory to this video keeps...
That's the thing again, the lack of a backstory. I mean, maybe that's just a very well-made fake little clip that is meant for other people's amusement or whatnot. I mean, because he's not even really holding on to the bed while his legs are up in the air, so there's no way he's holding his legs up. There's either some ropes or something that's holding them up, and or some weird pores, but yeah, I don't know.
It's shrouded in mystery, making it a bit harder to know what exactly occurred. But what's your stance on this? Real or not? I'll let you be the judge. This last video comes from a man named Brandon Costa, who was woken up by a strange noise outside his room. He proceeds to take out his phone and record the strange event, but what he captures leaves him deeply unsettled. Now, according to Brandon, he had played with a Ouija board a few days prior. For this reason, he believes that what he captured that night was paranormal in nature. All in all, this incident has spooked him to his core. This is what he captured.
Did I see this video before as well? I'm not quite sure. No, I think not, but the thing with the Ouija board threw me off because that was in a recent video.
¡Ay, cabrón! No manches. ¿Qué era eso? No. Ay, no manches.
Eerily enough, a face can be seen peeking at Brandon before disappearing from sight. But, scariest of all, the bedroom door suddenly closes on its own.
That I found
Given that
way
Brandon had played with the Ouija
creepier.
board before this, viewers aren't surprised that this happened. But still, what he encountered is downright terrifying. Yet the question is still begged, who or what was this? Now that's creepy.
You know what I would do if something like that happened to me? First of all, I would
Thanks for
turn
watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next time.
Yeah, I did enjoy it. I would turn on all the lights. if something like that happens, if I don't know, if I'm sleeping and I hear a weird noise that wakes me up, I would first I would probably freeze and listen if I hear it again. You know, if it's like if somebody's here, maybe some intruder, or yeah. And if it's not an intruder, I would turn on all the lights. I would turn on my night light by the, or not night light, just you know, by my, on my nightstand, behind my nightstand. Never mind, that light. Then I would turn on the room light. Then I would turn on the light in the little hallway, and I would just turn on all the lights. And not just wander out into the darkness, just recording with my cell phone, because I don't have a smartphone. So my old dumb phone, well, you can record with it, but it's even worse than half of these videos we get to see here. It would just be one big blur. Although it's not that bad. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But it was a fun video to watch, so yeah, who cares? You guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you had fun as well. Have a great day or a great night, and see you in the next video. Bye.